Welcome back. New at noon, a human rights group is taking legal action now over the law banning sanctuary cities here in Florida. Local 10 News reporter Glenna Milberg was at their news conference earlier today. She's joining us live from Miami. What did they have to say, Glenna?
Christy, it's actually 9 immigrant rights groups and immigrant justice groups that are filing this lawsuit, 68 pages filed in federal court over at their offices. They were talking about all of this action trying to prevent the governor from enforcing sanctuary cities rules. For the record, Florida has no sanctuary cities, but they're thinking that this new law actually goes into effect, can be used against anyone who can be considered actually protecting undocumented immigrants. So this law was controversial from the start, a lot of protests against it. It actually passed along party lines. It's a very narrow law. What it does is requires local jails and prisons to hold undocumented immigrants even after their release dates, but just for 48 hours at the request of immigration agents who want to come to check out their status. This law also, though, gives Governor DeSantis the authority to initiate legal proceedings against any local officials who don't cooperate. So on the face value, it's very narrow, but advocates fear that in this climate of tough immigration crackdowns, that its vagueness will lead to arbitrary enforcement and detention, really, of people who, even though they're undocumented, wouldn't ordinarily be detained.
Forcing local police to rearrest people every time that ICE makes a request without questioning the validity of those requests will inevitably cause constitutional violations and racial profiling.
So the detentions afterwards, the after-the-fact detentions for 48 hours is actually something Miami-Dade County used to do and then stopped a few years ago just because of the financial consideration. It was expensive, and then decided to redo it again after President Trump took office and made threats to withhold federal money from counties that do that. So the counties do that. Right now, the law is in effect. It's got this federal lawsuit against it. We did reach out to the governor's office and have yet to hear back from that office any kind of reaction to today's lawsuit. I'm Glenna Milberg, live in Miami today, Local 10 News.